What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Anant Sharma and you're watching Anant Learnings. So guys, today we're going to be continuing with tracing changes through 1,000 years from history. Guys, this lesson is pretty long, so expect me to make 2-3 more videos on it. And guys, I've got a really interesting thing to tell you, so stick around till the end. Without any further ado, let's get right on into today's video. So, the 1,000 years of history which we are going to be studying are from 700 to 1750 CE. So, let's start. Let's talk a little bit more about the peasants, which we discussed in the previous videos. The newly formed peasant groups started to influence the regional markets. Chieftains, priests, monasteries, and temples. They soon became a part of large, complex societies. They had to pay taxes and offer goods to their lords. There was soon a large difference among these peasants. Some had more productive land than others, and during lean seasons are the seasons where there is no crop growing and these peasants had no work. Some of these peasants kept cattle, some became artisans. Artisans are the people who make art sculptures, paintings, etc. And soon after they were divided into jatis or subcastes. These jatis were decided on the basis of their backgrounds and their work. They were not fixed; they changed with their work. Let's talk about what are jatis. These jatis framed their own rules and regulations to manage the conduct of their members. These rules were reinforced by the organization, whereby an organization of elders which was described in some areas as Jati Panchayat. But Jatis also had to follow the rules of the villages, as some villages were governed by chieftains, and together they formed a small unit of the state. Let's talk about region and empire. Large states like those of Cholas and Tughlus or Mughals encompassed many regions. A Sanskrit Parishat was written praising the Delhi Sultan named Ghiyasuddin Balban. Guys, remember this name, it's pretty important. The Prashasti said that he had such a wide empire which spread from Bengal to the east, from Bengal to the east of Ghazni in Afghanistan, and it also included all of South India. Places like Goda, Andhra, Kerala, Karnataka apparently fled before his armies. Historians call these as exaggerated claims of conquest, and some historians also try to find out why these rulers tried to capture more and more areas in spite of just working on their own areas. Let's talk a little bit more about region and empire. By 700 CE, many regions had already possessed a distinct geographical dimensions. The regions had their own languages and cultures. But there was a lot of conflict between these empires. For example, the empires of the Cholas, Tughlus, and Mughals often attacked each other. These empires were pan-regional. Pan-regional means that they spread over vast regions, but not all of them were as successful as others. Some became very successful, but while some got demolished. Guys, let's talk about old and new religions of those times. Now, the 1,000 years that we are studying also include a lot of changes in religions. People believes, People's belief in the divine was sometimes deeply personal, but it was mostly collected. This was mostly dependent upon the social and economical organization of local communities. As the social and economical worlds of these communities changed, so did their beliefs. Let's talk a little bit about more. Let's talk a little bit more about old and new religions. Now, this was a period when there were important changes in what we call Hinduism today. This included the worship of new deities. Deities is also another word for gods, and buildings of splendid temples by royalty, and growing importance of divine Brahmins and their great knowledge of Sanskrit. These Brahmins got a lot of respect and importance in the society for that. Guys, that's going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. Like the video, subscribe, and comment down below. And the interesting thing that happened to me was today in my Gmail, I got invitation to VidCon. Actually, I got a Gmail from YouTube. It asked me to send an it said it asked me to send a request for an invitation to EDUCON. EDUCON is basically like a get together for all the creators who are making educational content like me. And guys, I'm really excited for it. And it's all because of your support. If you weren't there, I would have never gotten this invitation. And guys, keep on supporting me, and I will get more EduCon invitations from YouTube. Guys, that's going to do it for today. Goodbye.